Simon Ekpa confidently arrived in court, and then we saw the court proceedings in Finland. No evidence has been found yet, and they have yet to nail him. And this is really causing confusion. Now, if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop a comment, click the like button, and also share this video to others. My viewers, you must not miss this. There's one information that is coming out. One big information is coming out, and you cannot afford to miss it.
Simon Ekpa is out smiling.
Big information coming out. Very, very big information. So my viewers, don't miss it. So kindly like and share this video. Share with others. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. All notifications. Click your like button. Like, and also drop your comment. You cannot afford to miss this video. Therefore, evangelist. No evidence found against Simon Ekpa. As I'm talking about as yet. What do you have to say? Let's start from there.
Yes, I remember Humble 7 and the only Biafran evangelist. Glory and glory and glory and glory be to God Almighty, who has been a faithful God, who has been faithful to his children. You can see it today, Simon Ekpa coming out of the court, walking out of the court, smiling and laughing, you know, his normal usual. He just smile. And you can see people, you know, taking pictures with him, saying Onyeze, you know the kind of thing. You saw the video. So, and I give God the glory who have made it to be so, because after that court, those ones that appeared in the court, the last time I think that was on the 13th, that they appeared as a witness, and Simon Ekpa stood up and he was like, I would like to cross-examine these people. Of which, at the end of the cross-examination, over those ones that came to bear false witness, you can see what the judge said concerning them, and you can see what the judge, you look at their face and warn them in over there. He said to them, if you are not sure of what you are coming here to witness, please don't come again. He warned them, and he stated it clearly, be sure before you come. Don't just come and bear it, because they were seriously and they fell woefully. They are not able to defend what they have earlier said or against Simon Ekpa. You see why Simon Ekpa and the judge said what he said at the previous court. And today, you can see the smile of Mass Odogwu himself. You understand? You can see a full of, to compare the previous court cases. So he was smiling today. You see him walking majestically, moving majestically, and he was smiling, and people was taking pictures with him. That is to tell you, he has finally conquered. It's matching up with the victory, because I told you people before that. You see all these things that Nigerians are doing, all this one that they are sending, Derike Mbase, he will send 50 evidence. Dr. Simon Ekpa have more than 50. IPOB have more than 50, because when you touch Simon Ekpa, you are touching Biafra, and you are touching IPOB. And when you touch IPOB, you are touching Mass and Namdekan. When you touch them, you touch everything. So we have enough evidence. And let me tell you, over there it's not like Nigeria that they will see the truth, they will bend it. Over there, they like following things according to their law, and according to the Europe law, and according to UN law. Everything Simon Ekpa was doing when he was when he was free, he was doing it according to the UN law, EU law, that is European Union, according to UN, United Nations, and according to the Finnish custody of the law. Because the Finnish government got their own independence in exile from Russia. So there is nothing, or there was nothing that the PM did that he acted or did it out of ignorance. He did it according to the law. So you see, that is why today he is walking out of the court smiling, because there is no issue. The evidence is what has been scrapped.
Same time, they were talking about Biafra. He said he was so shocked that the man Bodikata knows about Biafra so much, and at the same time they really talk about Finland and Simon Ekpa travel. What is your take as regards?
Yeah, I remember Humble said, one and the only. We are not two Biafran evangelists. My beloved brother said, don't be surprised when Bodikata was talking about Biafra, because this Bodikata, they were the congressmen of the United States of America, which I told you people earlier this year that they came to Nigeria Yeah, they were in Nigeria, in Enugu to be precise. In Enugu to be precise. They are the people, they are called the Zionists, who wrote a letter to UN regarding to what that was going on in the whole Southeast, in which they named the Southeast as a bloody zone in Nigeria. Yeah, bloody zone in Nigeria. That is how the you know, express their feelings in regard to what is going on in the East. So they wrote, and I told you people that January 1st, as Happy New Year, they wrote to UN, wrote to EU regard to this. And these people have been the people, the group that from America that have been superheading, and they are the one that even asked Donald Trump to take some legal actions to against any nation. You understand? Remember, these people have been so supportive. You understand? They have been so supportive. They have been so encouraging. You know, they have been giving us hope and faith, and which I believe that someday, so far so good, one day things will happen positively in favor of the Biafrans and the Simon Ekpa, and at the same time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Regardless of whatsoever process, suffering, whatsoever they are passing through, for now, it is always that, and they themselves are prepared, ready to face it. See, there is something I want to tell you today concerning these two personalities. They are not fighting to make money because they have money. They are not fighting to have a good home because they are already living in a good home. They are not fighting, you know, to wear clothes or to deceive anybody, but they are fighting because of what? Name. They value name because the Bible said that a good name is better than what? Riches. So they prefer name than the money. They prefer name than the wealth that Nigeria want to bribe them with. That's why they chooses their name. Because whenever you mention Biafra, whether they are alive or dead, they will mention them. You see, that name alone is what they value so much than every other thing that comes in their table. You see why they rejected every offer from Nigeria, and they chooses to do what? To face it. And today, the congressmen are waking up, and they are warming up, and they are working with them for the interest of the freedom of these people, and at the same time the freedom of people, indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB and Biafra as a nation. And this is what other leaders are getting it. All these people do not see it, and that is what Ekpa saw. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw it, and that is what the congressmen are coming to make sure that Simon Ekpa, I repeat, Simon Ekpa in Finland, that the Finnish government will not dance in totality of the Fulanis, the Janjaweeds, advice, bribe to Finnish government. Because you can see Alexander Stubb has forgotten the role that Simon Ekpa played for him to become the president of Finnish government today. He has forgotten because he was given a well of crude oil and he's sucking it. But there is something I want to drop as a message. It is better that go and ask Google the meaning. Are you hearing me? Yes. Because at the end of the day, one day Biafra will come, and when Biafra stand, Simon Ekpa will stand. When Simon Ekpa stand, COS will stand. That is Ngozi Oravese will stand. When they stand, the president himself, the general himself, will now lift up the flag, and that general is no other person than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then I wonder how Alexander Stubb, how he will be feeling, or how he will be chilling that day. Yes, he should take a look and reason well.
Did he betray Ekpa?
Actually, yes. So far, so good.
Because they're the same party in Finland, the same.
Of course, they were in the same party. And let me tell you, do you know that their party now is losing their ground?
Why? Because of Ekpa.
Because of Simon Ekpa. Yes, he's losing their ground. Watch their local government the election last 2 months. They lost so woefully. That party lost so woefully to the extent that he became troubled, because if his party could lose like that, so there is every tendency of him losing in the next election, of which he's going to lose. Yes, for betraying my brother, my PM, he is going to lose, because he has deviated from the truth and he has joined Nigeria, the darkness. Do you know the meaning of Nigeria? I'm asking you. Can any Yoruba man tell me the meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba language? Can any Hausa or Fulani tell me the meaning of Nigeria in Fulani or Hausa language? I being the Biafran man, Nigeria that has no meaning. Nigeria, it has no meaning. So it is called total darkness. Is darkness a name? I am waiting to see a white man, because they are the one that answer so many series of names. So I am waiting to see a white man that will answer darkness. I have not seen anyone. Darkness is a rejected something, but they are giving it to Nigeria, and Nigeria welcome it. So that Nigeria, the Fulanis and co, these are the people that the British consulted, and they agree Igbo man was not among. So let them run their games, but glory be to God. At the end of the day, when we shall stand to sing glory, glory to God, we will stand gidigbam on aka anyaka. I know it's ike.
Okay, but there was a report that Trump, wants to sanction Nigeria, ban Nigeria visa because of what the massive corruption, Baba, and the lack of database, killings of innocent Southeasterners and
Donald
Christians.
Trump, in his first term of 2019, he warned the former president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, he should stop the killings in Nigeria, the Christians. He gave serious warning, which I believe he wanted to even act before they now politically they gang up and conspire against him and remove him from office. Glory be to God that he's back now. He have serious sanction. If Donald Trump can sanction China, sanction UK and France, don't you see the way they are crying, they are grumbling all over the world? Who is Nigeria? Gini ka Nigeria achi? Ochitakwara na aja. And moreover, for your information, there is a case already that is going on. No be me talking now. So FBI say so, CIA say so, DEA say so. The drug issue that happens regard to our current president in the 90s. So, and let me tell you, they are seeing them as criminals. Trump doesn't like him. And let me tell you, Trump doesn't send anybody. See, very soon, you will be hearing bang bang, ta 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 ta, bang bang in Nigeria. Okana poto baya. Ona piando ga piotare. Anyi nwanrokwa n'ebe ano na emege na agbokuso. Ogbasakwara na anyi. Ntị ka eji na anu ya. Ana otu aka Chukwu okike abịa magosi na nụrụ anyị ọgụ. Anya na-aga iji awere siriri werere gabụ nke anyị. Are you hearing me? So it is. Very soon, Trump was just like, handling some issues pertaining to the Middle East matters and other matters on the table. By the time, he finishes, he will look into the system of Nigeria, then he will trash Nigeria and put Nigeria where they actually belongs to.
Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, USB storm Finland, with USB cabinet in solidarity to support and defend Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who is currently facing legal trial in Finnish court. She also announced a court-related Zoom meeting to discuss updates on the lawsuit between USB and the Federal Republic of Nigeria, set for June 14, 2025 at 7:00 p.m. Biafra time. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze confirmed that Biafra cabinet members attended Simon Ekpa's court hearing in Finland on June 13, 2025, offering visible and vocal support during his ongoing trial, portraying unity and solidarity within the Biafran leadership. Simon Ekpa's case in Finland is centered on terrorism-related charges filed by the Nigerian government, and according to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Simon Ekpa was fully prepared and well represented in court during the session. 3 individuals believed to be former members of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, were identified as witnesses who testified against Simon Ekpa in Finland, causing widespread feelings of betrayal within the Biafran movement. Simon Ekpa released a statement warning his supporters to act wisely, saying sometimes one has to pretend to be a fool in order to expose traitors within, and urging strategic patience in confronting internal enemies. Accusations were made against some IPOB Directorate of State, DOS members, who reportedly went to Finland to act as prosecution witnesses on behalf of the Nigerian government, fueling intense backlash and public condemnation from Biafra supporters. Biafra Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orubueze reacted strongly, calling these actions a betrayal of the freedom movement, and reiterated that self-determination is a right that cannot be undermined by collaborators with the Nigerian state. Meanwhile, the court case of Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria has been adjourned to June 16, 18 and 19, 2025, with hopes that the legal process will be concluded soon and he will regain his freedom after prolonged detention and legal struggles. However, public discourse has emerged among Finnish citizens and Biafran supporters online, where some Finnish individuals expressed sympathy for the Biafran cause and criticized the Finnish government for allegedly cooperating with Nigeria government under NATO and EU influence. Meanwhile, some critics have accused Nigerian state actors, including Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State and his security teams, of orchestrating violence and insecurity in Igbo regions, allegedly targeting Biafrans, adding another layer of tension to the political and legal battles. In the quiet but determined corridors of justice in Helsinki, the capital city of Finland, something unprecedented and politically powerful took place on June 13, 2025. The event did not just involve legal arguments, court deliberations, or evidence submission. It became a symbolic occasion, a turning point, and a loud statement. In a manner that deeply resonated with the Biafran people and freedom lovers around the world, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Dr. Ngozi Orubueze, led a formidable delegation of Biafran leaders, collectively known as the Cabinet of the United States of Biafra, into the Finnish courtroom. They did not come quietly. They came with purpose, with presence, with protest, and above all, with love and loyalty for one man, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa, a name now etched in modern Biafran resistance history, sat in the dock, facing grave accusations. The charges against him were built around terrorism, incitement, and alleged connections to unrest in southeastern Nigeria. The Nigerian government, operating from far away across the continent, had extended its long legal arm into Europe, attempting to use Finnish courts to silence or cripple a leading voice of Biafran independence. But on that day, Simon Ekpa was not alone. His courtroom was not an isolated box of legality. It became a space of politics, of history, and of moral judgment. And at the heart of that transformation was the unshakable solidarity shown by Dr. Ngozi Orubueze and the Cabinet of the United States of Biafra. Let us begin by describing what it meant for Dr. Ngozi Orubueze to arrive in Helsinki. Her appearance was not just physical, it was deeply emotional and spiritual for many Biafrans watching from across the world. Dressed in traditional Biafran colors with the dignity of her office clear in every step she took, Dr. Ngozi Orubueze reminded everyone, judges, lawyers, witnesses, and even silent observers, that the man in the dock was not a criminal, but a political figure fighting for freedom. Her presence was not just diplomatic, it was revolutionary. She came to Finland not to argue legal points herself, but to stand as a pillar, as a mother of a movement, and as a mirror to the world showing what unwavering support looks like. She was not alone. She brought with her several respected members of the Cabinet of the United States of Biafra. These were not mere politicians. They were individuals with lived experiences in exile, resistance, diplomacy, and spiritual leadership. Their collective presence in Finland sent a loud message to those who wanted to isolate Simon Ekpa. This is not a man abandoned, this is a man upheld. These were not silent guests. Throughout the courtroom sessions, they offered verbal encouragements, prayed quietly under their breath, and held placards outside the court building, reminding passers-by that the issue at hand was not one of crime, but of national self-determination. One could hear the chants outside the courthouse, "Biafra must live! Justice for Simon! Freedom is a right, not a crime!" The Finnish authorities, known for their calm and systematic approach to legal matters, were visibly surprised by the sheer emotional energy surrounding what they may have expected to be a procedural matter. But that day, the courtroom did not belong to procedures alone. It belonged to history. Dr. Ngozi Orubueze did not merely attend. She took the moment to connect with supporters globally. In a post-court announcement, she declared that a special virtual meeting would be held on June 14, 2025, at 7:00 p.m. Biafra time. The purpose of this meeting was to update Biafran citizens on the progress of both Simon Ekpa's case and the ongoing legal dispute between the United States of Biafra and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This legal action, which many see as a form of political counterattack, aims to expose what Biafran leaders claim are consistent human rights violations, state-sponsored violence, and genocidal actions by the Nigerian government against the Igbo population. The announcement of this online meeting was not just about information, it was about connection. In her calm yet firm voice,